How's it going, everyone? My name is TheStarkz, and welcome to a brand new The Last of Us Part 2 video. Now, firstly, I just want to thank everyone who has recently subscribed to my channel and have checked out my recent videos. I appreciate it beyond words. Now, of course, this is an article that was recently published maybe a day ago now, maybe less than actually, from the time of this recording, and it's regarding The Last of Us Part 2 and some very interesting news regarding Sony Interactive Entertainment, who are looking for someone with a NVIDIA GPU and PC programming knowledge to work on The Last of Us Part 2. Now, NVIDIA GPU is a game company. It is a company that works for computer games, almost like Intel and other different very computer-oriented companies that work to generate different things for PCs. Now, the article states that Naughty Dog is looking for a graphics programmer, and they're hoping that this person knows anything about NVIDIA CUDA, which I don't know what that stands for, or PC programming. DirectX 12 experience would be a plus as well. This isn't surprising anymore, given how Jason Schreier says that Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is coming to PC, and Sony plans more titles to arrive in the future. This isn't to say that the game is 100% coming to PC, however, come on now, what does NVIDIA have to do with an AMD console? No other job listings mention it, and this is only from 2 days ago that this leak for Horizon Zero Dawn was posted. So on a side note, the article says how a few people have asked if this seriously was on the listing with NVIDIA in it, and yes, it actually was. You can go on to LinkedIn, they say, and look up Naughty Dog, hit all time for posts, then search NVIDIA. Only this position comes up, and blah, 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 blah. So the actual listing here states that thorough understanding of current GPU architects, AMD, GCN, which again, I don't know what that stands for, NVIDIA, and CUDA. Experience with DirectX 12, Vulkan, or other modern graphics or compute APIs, console or PC programming experience. And yeah, I mean, from this alone, I think there is some hint towards The Last of Us Part 2 coming, or some form of port coming to PC. I mean, we've seen the Horizon Zero Dawn leak, and many others, and apparently Sony themselves have confirmed how they do want to open up their games to a larger market. Now, I've also been on the fence. I've been a little against this, and you know, I've seen huge outrage regarding on both sides regarding people like me on PlayStation 4 who just want to play PlayStation 4 games on PlayStation 4. I have a PC. It's not a gaming PC, and you know, while it would be interesting to play The Last of Us Part 2 on the PC, I wouldn't want to, like, and a lot of the rebuttals and a lot of the opposing arguments are suggesting that, you know, us gamers don't want these games to come out on PC because we're selfish. That has nothing to do with selfishness. It has something to do with a brand. And, you know, and I'm going to try to be very civil about this because I don't want to come across as, you know, a PlayStation 4 fanboy or anything like that, because I'm not. My first ever console was the Xbox, the original Xbox, and then the Wii, and then the PlayStation 3. So I'm not by any means of like, I played the Wii the other day. I played a bunch of Wii games. You know, I bought an Xbox last year. I'm not as like a fanboy of PlayStation whatsoever. I just enjoy PlayStation's hardware and their software. Like, I don't understand why people would constitute that as being a fanboy. But anyways, I'm fully against it, you know, and I understand that people on PC want to experience different games, but I think this is a very, very slippery slope for Sony to be going on. And while it's good for them on a financial aspect, it's going to deter people to buy the PlayStation 5, especially if you have PlayStation 5 games coming out on PC. Sure, you're going to get a lot more money, but will that obviously the consoles are more expensive than the games, obviously, right? Significantly more expensive than the games. And if you start doing that, people are just going to wait, say, well, I already have a gaming PC. What's the point of getting a PlayStation 5? That's going to significantly drop the sales, and then in turn make Sony lose the profit. I guess, because obviously they have a model in place. Every company has a model in place to project the amount of, from the budget to the profit, and then from there make decisions based off of that to make a profit out of their consoles. And if Sony is going to do something like this, where they have games several months or several years, come out on PC even. I mean, look at the instance with Death Stranding. Even Detroit Become Human. I know Detroit, it was way over a year and a couple of months, but it's now on PC. And Detroit's a wonderful game, and it's great that people can play these games on PC. But I still prefer the exclusivity because I think it will hurt Sony on the long run. It'll hurt the market on the long run. And no offense, it's kind of a slap to the face to the consumer as well. And I don't want people to. And this is not a suggesting. I'm not trying to suggest that I'm against people being able to play games everywhere. But I just prefer the exclusive market. There's a lot of Nintendo games that are exclusive, and I'm not crying over it, saying, oh, I want this game to come out on PlayStation 4. If I want to play a Nintendo game, I'm going to have to put the money into it. And I understand that just the situations regarding financial stuff, I'm very respectful of that, as so that's just, people trying to get their edge off of things. But essentially, Death Stranding as well. I know apparently 9 months from its launch, which was in November. I don't know what 9 months is for. That's about not August, but July maybe. It's coming out on PC, right? Which is great for PC people. But it might. I'm not saying it will hurt the sales, but it could. It definitely could. If someone has a PC and a PlayStation 4, they'll be like, I prefer to play on PC, so I'll just wait. Right, and then that hurts the sales, regardless of what anybody thinks. It hurts the sales because now people aren't investing directly into the Sony market. They're investing into an exclusive game, but essentially they're not purchasing the money and playing that on the actual console. They're gonna play it on their PC instead. So this is very interesting news. I don't know how valid all this information is. I mean, it's a listing. It's definitely a requirement for whatever PC programming knowledge that they want to work, Sony are looking for to work on The Last of Us Part 2. It's exciting because I'm hoping that this will allow them to finish the multiplayer, because I know the game is probably halfway to complete by now, given the fact that they were going to have it in February. I still have some reasonings as to why that was the case for the delay. But anyhow, I'm very curious to know what your guys' thoughts are regarding all of these different PlayStation games possibly coming out to PC. It hasn't necessarily been confirmed, but do you agree with it? Do you think it's cool to have these exclusive games, exclusive games coming to PC? And if so, why? I'm just curious to know why. Again, while I'm completely against it, I'm not against the idea of people being able to play games. I just think it will hurt Sony, and it's a slap to the face to the consumer. A person like myself who bought a PlayStation game to play PlayStation exclusive games. I didn't buy a Nintendo Switch to play Doom if I can play Doom on my PC or my PlayStation 4. I bought the Nintendo Switch to play specific Nintendo exclusive games. Same goes with the Xbox. I bought it, because it was cheap, but also because they have some exclusive games I was looking forward to, like Gears 5, which have, up to this point, very disappointed me. And I'm still excited for Halo, which I have yet to play. But that is the point of consoles. They target a market. You have exclusive games for the console. Otherwise, what's the point? That's my final conclusion for this topic. Of course, the article will be in the description below for you to read. And again, I would like a respectful discussion regarding this particular news. I'm 110% interested to hear what you have to say. And try to be civil about it, of course. But with that being said, thank you a lot for watching. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. I would appreciate that, as well as like the video and share it around to your friends and family and whoever else you deem worthy of watching this video. And with that being said, I have been TheStarkz. Peace.